Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. So what seemed like a rally with only shallow retracements did turn into a larger retracement eventually, but not necessarily a break of the trend. I mean, we broke the short-term uptrend here. That's why I highlighted to you in the last video this trend line here. Use the trend line to understand when this short-term trend breaks. And you can see how relevant the trend line was, because when the trend line eventually broke and then also took out the previous wave 4 low here, that's when we had a drop of around, well, from up there, it was around 4.5%. Nothing major for crypto, but certainly still quite significant considering the entire move here. However, it's not... we don't have really a break of the trend or invalidation of the overall uptrend, but it means an adjustment of the micro count. So always considering different options here, but I think we can take out some of those subwaves here. And we are looking still at this 1-2 setup down here. Would now have to assume that we probably already completed an impulse. At least that's what a price action suggests. So we had a 1-2 here, a wave 3, 4. No, let's go to the let's go check that out. I would probably think we might have had here a small like that, peaked here in 3, then 4, and then here you have a 5 wave move up in 5, which means that we completed here probably already the first wave. That's what the depth of the decline suggests, so that we came down basically in a that we had our 1-2 setup here already. But to make that likely, we now really need to start rallying. So it's something I'm observing here. Surely only valid discount as long as we're holding the last swing low of 38.13 cents, so that we could get a further continuation here of the short-term uptrend that we rallied here in the first wave. Yeah, 5 waves done. This was a 3-wave move down so far. You can actually see that if you label it as an ABC structure. So we can consider that at the moment as a 3-wave move. I would say we had an A wave down here. This was a B wave and a C wave down in 2. And we could say that we are now rallying in a 3rd wave. But it really needs to follow through now. If we get that the move up currently looks, I would say, even rather corrective, to be honest. So we need to be open to the idea this could break down. If it does, yeah, then it would be an extension, and probably we get a deeper wave 2 correction. Why is that? Because when you have a corrective pattern complete, which we have, you need to be watching, do we actually rally now impulsively? If not, it always warns you of a possible upcoming continuation and extension of the correction. Yeah, it could very well be that this was only the A wave, here we had a B wave, and we're going to drop in a C wave. We won't really know until we drop below the, taking any of those swing lows out wouldn't be great. I think if we take this one out, 38.56 cents, it would indicate that we get a deeper wave 2, and then we use the fib levels as support. You can see we touched already the 50% fib level. Because we did that, my view is this could have completed the wave 2. It was substantial enough. If we drop once more lower, key targets would be 37.8 cents and 37 cents for a deeper wave 2. Until then, I would now assume we are in a 3rd wave. Interesting is, so let me take that trend line out. Don't really want to have too many lines on the chart here, because it gets all messy eventually. Take some of them out. What is interesting is that we can see an inverse head and shoulders on the chart. Now, it's not an ideal one. It is a weak one, because you can see it's a bit of a slopey shoulder one. The second shoulder here, the right shoulder, is much lower than the first one. So it doesn't show the strength that typically you would see with an inverse head and shoulders pattern, but you've got a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And that's how you can see how the Elliott Waves and such more traditional patterns sometimes go together. So we've got a clear neckline here and a breakout point at around 39.7 cents. If we get above that, it could indicate that we are moving up already here in the 3rd wave, and the target for the 3rd wave would be obtained by taking the length of the wave 1. We go to the low of the 2, and an ideal target for the third wave would be the 1.618 extension at 45 cents. That's sort of how it can go higher. This count is valid as long as we're holding yesterday's low here around 38 cents. It wouldn't necessarily be super bullish, this move up. As I highlighted before, the chart isn't really convincing. And so far, I would look at this only as part of a larger impulsive pattern, which is part of an even larger correction. A, B, C. It just indicates there is still significant risk of making eventually one more low, okay, after this impulse is complete. But even here, yeah, it's not participating really in the crypto rallies of the last few weeks, so it indicates still significant risk for another drop, but short-term trend is up as per the Elliott Wave count. Okay, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.